Presidential polls in Tunisia, initially scheduled for November 17, were brought forward in the wake of the death of President Beji Caid Essebsi on July 25th. The legislative elections are now scheduled for October 9th. The election authority announced that all the necessary logistical, legal and human resources will be employed to ensure the success of the poll. CGTN's Adnen Chaouachi has more.
The Higher Independent Authority for Elections, ISI, has received 1,572 candidate lists in all electoral constituencies at home and abroad. The lists include 687 party lists, 722 independents, and 163 coalition lists.
The total number of candidates reached 15,737, vying for 217 seats in the next parliamentary elections. According to the electoral calendar, the ISIE will examine the candidates and will announce the final list on August the 30th.
The election authority shed light on the new calendar and briefed political parties about the constitutional and legal constraints that led the election body to announce the upcoming presidential elections for September 15, following the death of President Beji Caid Essebsi.
September the 15th, 2019 is the closest possible date for the organization of early presidential elections. The current calendar will complete the electoral process after 88 days of the start of the provisional presidential term.
Many parties and presidential candidates have criticized the calendar. They want to ensure that candidates have the time needed to prepare their applications and collect signatures.
Shorter timeframes were proposed, particularly in relation to the electoral campaign period, which was shortened from 22 to 13 days. The electoral authority has respected the constitution but neglected the political side, which is necessary for the success of the elections.
The election authority's timetable for the presidential and legislative elections need to take legal backing and approval from Parliament. If the Parliament agrees, then we have no problem.
Tunisia's election authority is empowered to set, publish and implement the election timetable in accordance with the time frames set forth in the 2014 Constitution and the election law.
In 2014, the Higher Independent Authority for Elections, ISI, organized the first successful legislative and presidential elections in the history of Tunisia. They were described by local and international observers as free, fair and independent. Authorities are confident that ISI can organize successful and transparent elections this year. Adnen, Chaouachi, CGTN, Tunis.